Hi guys! As promised, I am back with my tutorial for my mini file folder boxes, and I asked on Instagram and Facebook if you're interested, and you said you would be, so I made you a tutorial. It's a real fun and quick project you can complete in, like in half an hour. It didn't took me longer than in half an hour. So, what we need. You can take the pieces that I pre-cut from the measurements you'll see right now, and I already did this so the video is not getting too long. And an additional additional, I had got a magnet that I want to include in my project. You could also use Velcro if you would like to do that, but I use a small tiny magnet that I bought on Amazon, and I love those magnets because they're quite good and real strong. And I wrote down some measurements, but you saw those previously. And I also pre-cut the design paper. And you can create this album or this file folder box with two pieces of cardstock and one piece of design paper, and also or still have some scraps left. So now let's start creating the little box. Just as I said, real fun and quick. We are going to take or start with the big part, and we are going to score at 4 inch, at 6 inch, and at 10 inch. And some of you use the design paper directly, but I like to give the box a little bit stiffer or sturdier feel to it, or I don't know how you would say that, but I like it when they're a little bit how would you say that? Not more texture. I'm not sure how you would say that, but not too soft, so it's nice feel to it, and you can also just put stuff in there and won't have the trouble anything falling out or stuff. So after we did that, we need our 4 by 6 inch piece, and we are going to score at 2 inch on the short side, and this is going to be our lid from the box. And now I'm just going ahead and cutting off an angle of the box part of the lid. And I am doing this because you won't see the part where you glued everything together if you do that, because we are adding design paper on top of it. Or you won't be able to see it at all. So just checking if everything fits. And after that, I am using my liquid glue, and I love to use the liquid glue from Eileen's. Is my absolute favorite. And the one I'm using right now is the, let me see, all-purpose adhesive glue, and it's tacky glue, the original one. I also have the fast grab and the thick one too. So now I'm using my scoreboard to put the pieces together properly, and because I'm using it as a guideline, it won't be crooked at all. It's much easier to put it on straight, and make sure to not overlap on the crease, or else you will see that later. So now we have like the basic of our box done, and I'm just folding everything over again to see if it fits. And if it does, I am going ahead and using a corner rounder. This is additional. If you would like to do this, you can, but you don't have to. Or you could also use a nice decorative border punch if you have one in your stash. Just up to you what you want to do. It also looks pretty if you just leave it as it is. And now we need two pieces of our 3 by 6 inch. And at this part, I think I wasn't sure if I had the right piece, and I wanted to cut it, but then I realized it was okay, so don't be irritated. Yes, Melissa, it's 6 by 3 inch. So now we are going ahead and building our separators, and we have to score those all at a half inch all through, and on the second part as well. And I made this a little bit fast forward because it would be boring watching me just score. And now we are folding everything zigzag and pressing everything nicely down, and on the second part as well. And now we are going to glue our separators between there. So I made a mistake. You have to leave the first part just as it is and start with the second little mountain you created. So you have to get the piece just like everything forcing or showing up, so the ends have to show up. And we'll start at the second mountain, not at the first one. We will see this later. Just as I messed up. But this is how it's supposed to look. Yep. And now we are gluing everything on there, and again I'm just fast forwarding this part because this would be boring watching me just glue everything down. And we are putting all our pieces in there. That should be 5 pieces, and the last piece, again, don't glue anything on that one. So this is the last piece we are using, and that one is supposed to end like that. And when we are finished, everything has to look like this. And now we are going ahead and doing it on the second part. And again, let's start at the second mountain. I'm not sure, you wouldn't say mountain probably, but I don't know what the word is. Yeah, and probably this is like the most time consuming part of the mini or the file folder box. But it's fun. I made a couple, and I think I'm going to make some more because I have some pen pals and I want to make some for my friends. So now we are gluing the separator part into the box, and I would go ahead and do every single flap on its own because you're able to just lift it up, and in order to get it on there straight, just do one after the other. This is the easier part, and now it's getting a little bit trickier than because you have to get the lid on there, and you have like the bottom part between, so you can't push it on the table. So just go ahead and pick it up and push it like that. It's the most easiest way to do it. And then some more glue for the last part of the separator piece to connect to the box. Okay, now we are almost done. I'm using my bone folder to press the part that's on the front of the box a little bit down, because I wasn't able to do that as for the part that we glued down on the table or on the back side of the box. Yeah, and now the fun part begins, decorating. So if you're not using a magnet, you can go ahead and decorate now, or for you that are using a magnet, just follow the directions I am going to show right now. So I normally glue down the magnet with a little piece of tape. And that's much easier to make it not movable, or I'm not sure how you would say that, but I did that just using liquid glue, and after I added my design paper, it just like slipped away and I couldn't fix it anymore without ruining the book. So just go ahead and do that. So that's all for now. I wish you lots of fun. If you liked the video, please give me a thumb up. I'll see you guys later.